What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Leon from Leon Talks TV. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're delving into a really interesting topic. So, basically, I stumbled upon this interesting topic while reading an article on Dazed Digital. The article discussed the perception around online dating and how it's often thought that couples who meet on dating apps are doomed to be less happy in their relationships. Now, this study was led by Dr. Marta Caldwell from the University of Wrocław and suggests couples who meet on dating apps are doomed and not as happy as those who meet face to face. So let's break down the findings and see what this means for all of us navigating the dating world. However, personally, I will give my own opinion on the study at the end of the discussion, and my perspective might go against the findings of the study itself. So stick around and see what I have to say. Chapter 1, the findings of the study. First up, let's talk about what this study found. They gathered data from over 6,000 people across 50 countries to look into how meeting online influences relationships satisfaction. The results showed that couples who meet online reported being less happy and less satisfied with their relationship. This is important because it challenges the belief that online dating is the best way to find a connection. Chapter 2, what makes in-person meeting better from what the study says. So behind these findings, one key reason is that couples who meet in person often share similar backgrounds like education and social status. This common ground helps build a stronger bond and makes it easier to support each other, which can lead to a more satisfying relationship. On the flip side, online dating gives us a huge selection of potential partners, but the choice can actually overwhelm us. With so many options, it can be hard to make a decision, and this choice overload can lead to being unsatisfied. Chapter 3, the casual nature of online relationships. Another point to consider is that online relationships often tend to be more casual. People might not be as committed when they meet through dating apps, which can make forming deeper connections more difficult. Plus, when you meet someone online, it can be tougher to spot red flags early on. It's easier to gloss over warning signs because of the distance of the anonymity that comes with online interactions. Chapter 4, implications and advice. So what does all this mean? For you, if you're dating online and considering it, it's crucial to be aware that while online dating can expand your options, it may not lead to deep, fulfilling relationships that many people are looking for. If you find yourself overwhelmed with choices, whether it's on apps or websites, try and focus on quality over quantity. Look for connections that feel genuine and meaningful from what we gathered from this study. Chapter 5, debunking the myths of online dating. Now, personally, I want to take a moment to talk about the commonly heard claim that couples who meet on dating apps are doomed to be less happy in their relationships, according to this study. I think it's important to look at some facts and trends that suggest otherwise, and I believe these points really challenge that negative perspective. First off, the study suggests that when people meet in person, they often share a similar background or have something in common, such as education. However, when you really look at it, this doesn't make much of a difference. You can meet someone online and still find that you have similar interests or backgrounds. At the end of the day, whether you meet someone in person or online, it's your first interaction with that person, regardless. So you're getting to know them for the first time. So either way, you will encounter people with shared backgrounds and those without it, regardless of the situation. Ultimately, it doesn't matter whether you meet someone online or offline. Second of all, many people have positive experience with online dating. In fact, surveys show that over 50% of users report at least somewhat good experiences. Plus, more than 70% of first dates from these apps lead to second dates. That actually shows us that online dating doesn't automatically mean poor relationship quality. Another thing to consider is that an increasing number of couples are now meeting online. Recent studies indicate that about 60% of newlyweds met through dating sites. This tells us that online dating is becoming a mainstream way to find love and connection, not some doomed alternative. Now, it's also worth mentioning that people use dating apps for different reasons. Some are looking for serious relationships, while others just want some casual hookups. And that goes for online dating as well as meeting people in person. So that again doesn't make any difference. This fair, it means that the outcomes can be different. So it isn't fair to say that online dating is always a recipe for disaster. Now, let's not overlook the fact that the technology behind these platforms has improved a lot. Algorithms and AI matching tools are helping more people find compatible partners than ever before. Holding on to old skepticism from previous years doesn't take into account these advancements, which can really enhance the online dating experience. Lastly, just because a couple meets offline doesn't guarantee they'll be any happier. While these couples might share some traits, relationship satisfactions depends on so many things like communication, shared values, and attraction towards each other, and the effort for both partners to put in. These factors can exist whether you meet in person or online. So I believe that while some studies highlight the potential challenges of online dating, others show its growing success and normalization. The idea that online daters are doomed is just too simplistic and doesn't reflect the reality we see today. It's about time we acknowledge that there are plenty of happy relationships being built through dating apps. As much as people like to downplay it, listen, dating apps are going to be here for a while and they're not going anywhere. And people just got to get used to the new times. Anyways, with that being said, on that note, I'll leave everything there. Thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Let's chat in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more info. Until next time, and salute.